Did you know that about 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? But did you know that most Americans don't have the ability to pay a $500 emergency? So, if you were to need something done to your car, you couldn't afford it. If you had to have some type of procedure done that cost you a few $100, you most likely couldn't afford it. But this is why an extra $500 per month is such a big deal. But to many people, especially lower income and median income households, they can actually survive of an additional $500 per month. When rents have increased by 14%, this extra $500 per month could be huge. It could go a long way. The fact that food prices have gone up upwards of 20%, $500 could actually help you afford the same foods. We obviously have gas prices that are still fairly high. Again, this $500 could be a huge help. The truth is that $500 is not a staggering amount of money, but it amounts to roughly 10% of a typical family's yearly income. The median U.S. household income in 2022 is right under $62,000 per year. $500 a month or $6,000 per year could be just under 10% of that. That's a substantial amount of money, 10% of your income. Talking about how gas prices are at a level that is many people just can't continue to fill up their tanks. I talk about how rent is increasing and a lot of people are being kicked out of home because they can't afford them any longer. I've talked about how you consumers, especially here in the United States, continue to spend money and, according to experts, that's most likely going to push inflation a little bit higher than 8.9% that we are currently at is going to go up. Now, here are just a few things that you could do to make $500 a month of extra income. These are not extremely complicated. Here's something that I've done before. I've bought, cleaned, and sold live furniture. Now consider this. And I used to buy tables all the time, a table for $50 to $100. And you are probably thinking, where in the world do you get a table for $50 to $100? It's actually pretty simple. People on social media list items and they need to get rid of. And they do this because they already purchased a table, they already purchased a couch, they already purchased a love seat. Whatever you don't write a new bedroom set, they already purchased it and now they have nowhere to put their old one, so they have to get rid of it. So you can easily buy a used table for $100, maybe less than that, and you sell it for $250, $300 or $500 by just cleaning it up. I'm constantly seeing people nowadays buying used couches for less than $100 to $200. And again, it's people that need to get rid of because they've already purchased a couch and they don't know where to put the old one. Now, with couches, it's really simple. If you have money, get yourself a little personal shampooer, or you can go to a local grocery store and can rent one there for like $40 a day. You vacuum it off, get all the pet dander or the dirt or this dust off. Then you shampoo that thing. You can easily sell it for $500. You can easily make $300 to $500 a couch. If you can't afford to spend thousands of dollars on a new couch or new dining table, what do? Make sure your item looks better than everyone else and people will buy the items from you. This is a toddler car wash. Many people don't like their car to actually go through a car wash or a station because they are worried that the spinning brushes or bristle are going to leave lines or rings in their paint. So get yourself a little $150 pressure washer along with a foam cleaner. That's what you need. It will give you a business with $130 and you have a business. Now, the best part about this that you can watch cars for sale anywhere between $20 to $40 per car. It takes about 30 minutes to do a car. So, in less than 10 hours, you will make your $500 less than 13 hours. You can do that in one day. It's a very lucrative business. Now, online selling shirts and clothing that is pretty expensive. I'm talking about things that you can find very inexpensive at the garage sales, thrift stores, even on the Facebook marketplace. You can buy things, and one of my personal favorite that I absolutely love buying our old Western clothing, vintage clothing. These things you can find for like $5 a shirt. And my personal favorite brand is called Mo Better. You can find a Mo Better shirt for $5 to $10 at a thrift store, and you can sell this thing for $100 to $150 all day long. You mean like one shirt a week? One shirt a week is almost gonna get you there, especially buy it for $5 sale for $125. You make little $100 of each shirt. You just need 5 a month. Just the 5 releases a month. It's very simple. The hard part is you have to get started. That's the hard part. A lot of people got out of their businesses, especially at the beginning of the pandemic. I remember I sold some of mine. It's probably a bad decision now. So, if you go back to my channel, you're gonna find real probably good 8,000 plus videos on affiliate marketing, selling on Amazon, selling on eBay, doing service businesses, writing articles, selling websites, creating websites, e-commerce, right? Things like cryptocurrencies. There are so many different things that I have done in the past, and some that I continue to do this day, and that's how I know that $500 a month is nothing. It can be life-changing for the right person, but in the grand scheme of things, you can easily make $500 a day by selling. But again, it comes down to your way of thinking, and the best part is that you can do anything you want to do. Don't listen to what others are saying. That's a scam. People that say don't start an Amazon FBA business is a scam. Amazon just got to take your money. I made a lot of money on this. The scam is you listen to people that have never done it and are trying to talk you out of your dreams. Alright? So, go out there and make just $500 extra per month. Start there $500. It will return into $1,000, which could turn into $10,000. Basically, turn into $55,000 and $100,000 per month.